Welcome back to the Jake Asman Show on the SportsMap Radio Network.
Presented by Rocket Mortgage. Need a mortgage that fits your life? Rocket can.
Live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, here's Jake Asman.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. You can get guaranteed low prices and excellent customer service from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day. So the NCAA has approved name, image, and likeness policies to allow college athletes to make money on their name, image, and likeness. Meaning, if so-and-so wants to get paid to be in a commercial selling cars, so-and-so can now get paid. If so-and-so wants to do a autograph signing where they get paid, $10K to sign a bunch of autographs for an afternoon at a mall, they now could do it. They want to be in a commercial, they could do it. They want to post something to their Instagram and get paid to do it. They're now allowed. It is finally happened where college athletes can make money off name, image, and likeness. And this was a long time coming. It never made any sense that they couldn't. You can't tell me that it's fair that these college coaches can make millions, athletic directors and administration could make millions, and these college athletes get paid nothing. It's a joke. Paying college athletes is difficult to figure out. But it is not difficult to allow them to make money off NIL, name, image, likeness. It's not. They have a right to that. If you're that good, if you're Trevor Lawrence or Deshaun Watson or Johnny Manziel or Tim Tebow, and everyone on campus is wearing your jersey, you should be allowed to make money off that. If someone wants to pay you to sign autographs, you should be allowed to make money off that. That's fair. And it's about time this happens. It's a great day for college athletes. And we've already seen a bunch of athletes announce major endorsement deals. De'Ara King got paid $20,000 to be the face of a junk removal company that's headquarters in Tampa, Florida. De'Ara King, for those who don't know, is the quarterback at the University of Miami. Fresno State twin basketball players, Haley and Hannah Cavender, who have 3 million followers on TikTok, signed an endorsement deal with Boost Mobile, and they announced their partnership in Times Square last night. Nebraska players, Trey McGowens and Bryce McGowens, announced a podcast called Off Court, sponsored by a local bar in Nebraska. Auburn quarterback Bo Nix signed an endorsement deal with Milo's Sweet Tea, posting an Instagram picture to announce the partnership. More deals will be announced, and this is how it should be. There's 500,000 NCAA student athletes. And what we'll now see is radio stations, TV stations, pay players to have shows, pay players to come on and do interviews. The flagship station for Alabama could get a car sponsorship to sponsor a segment where, whoever the quarterback at Bama is this year does a 15-minute interview every week on the pregame show. That will be allowed now. This is a great thing, I believe, for the NCAA. The local bar in, Omaha, Nebraska, or the local bar in Lincoln, Nebraska, I guess would be the comparison, can now sponsor, the wide receiver to come in and, do a signing once a week. This is a good thing and a long time coming for the NCAA, who for years would rob college athletes. No other way to say it. Now, with that all being said, there's something I do want to talk about. Reggie Bush should get his Heisman back now. Reggie Bush should be given his Heisman Trophy. He was the greatest college running back that I have ever seen. Reggie Bush should get his Heisman back. Give the man his Heisman Trophy. He tweeted last night, well, look what we have here. Reggie Bush should get his Heisman back, and the records should be reinstated. Johnny Manziel, give Reggie Bush his Heisman back while we're at it. He's right. And how about this tweet from Jay Billis, who's been all over the NCAA for years? Hey, NCAA, since you now admitted that college athletes are professional, how about righting past wrongs and reinstating the records of Reggie Bush, the Fab Five, and countless others you mistreated over a phony concept of amateurism? It was unfair then, and it's clearly so now. And Billis hits the nail right on the head. It was unfair then, and now they're saying it's unfair now. Give Reggie Bush back his Heisman. Remember when Johnny Manziel had to sit out the first half against Rice, his final season in college, because he had the audacity to sign autographs and get paid to do it? Imagine that. Meanwhile, Jimbo Fisher at A&M now is making how many million a year? 6, 7, 8, maybe more. I don't even know. Here was an interesting question that was thrown out there. Ron, let's get your take on this. Joe Pompolino tweeted it. Out of all the NCAA student athletes in history, who would have made the most money under the new rules? The names that I thought of: Johnny Manziel, Reggie Bush, Cam Newton, Tim Tebow.
I'd also throw Christian Laettner.
Laettner is a good one. Zion, in 1 year at Duke, could have made a boatload of money.
Yeah, except on Nike shoes.
Trevor Lawrence has to be in that too. He was a 4-year starter, a 3-year starter at Clemson.
And that brings up the interesting question of how is this going to play into the recruiting for one Arch Manning?
It's a fair question. Where could Arch Manning go where he can get the most endorsements?
Because arguably, probably what the most sought after recruit, given the pedigree of what his family's been able to accomplish.
It's true. It's true. But I don't think the Manning family is too worried about money. Another guy that was thrown at me by my brother, Saquon Barkley. That's a good one. You get the point, though. These guys are finally going to get paid, and rightfully so. Carly Fleischer writes in on Facebook, Carmelo Anthony. Melo and Hughes is 1 year would have been great. So you get the point. This is a great day for college athletes. They're going to be able to make money that they deserve, because you should be able to make money off your name, your image, and your likeness. I'm not saying you pay all these guys, but I've always felt the solution was allow them to benefit from NIL. And that's what's happening here. Someone's willing to pay you to sign autographs. Someone's willing to have you in a car commercial in the local college town. Someone wants you to come on a radio show every week. You should be allowed to make money. Makes no sense that it wasn't allowed, and now it finally is. 800-224-2004 is the number. He's been waiting patiently on hold. We thank him for that. He is Jason in Jerusalem, and he joins us now on the Jake Asman Show. Jason, you're on. What's going on, my friend?
Hi, how you doing there, guys? Ron, Jake.
Great, Jason. What's up?
I just messaged you on Twitch. First of all, I put in Kareem and Bill Walton in there from those undefeated teams.
Two very good ones. Now, imagine how different it would have been in the 60s for some of the endorsements. But, yep, you're absolutely right.
I wanted to talk to you. I mean, you mentioned it in your intro about Beverly's real low-class move on Chris Paul at the end of the game. That shove in the back.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, look, Pat Beverly, he's a gritty gamer type player, gets in your face. He's a pest. But there's a difference between doing that and a cheap shot, low blow, and Mike Breen saying that is, the antithesis of anti-sportsmanship. He couldn't have been more right.
It reminded me of 2011, back when you had Mavs Lakers and Bynum and Odom committed flagrant fouls back when you knew that the series was over. And it's a shame because the Mavericks knew they couldn't retaliate because they'd be suspended for the playoffs, but the Lakers, then I think it was Odom and Bynum, could do whatever they wanted because what they can do, get suspended for 2 regular season games at the beginning of the season?
Right.
The NBA needs to figure some sort of a message to send people here. Don't do that. Don't think that you could hurt the team that you're playing against to make them down a man by committing these unnecessary and flagrant and just malicious fouls because you want them to suffer in the next round. Dale Hunter is a great example of that type of behavior.
I think you're right. And, notice none of the Suns, and thank you for the call, Jason. Appreciate you holding. And notice none of the Suns players went back at Patrick Beverly after Paul was hitting the back, because I think they realized we can't do anything that would jeopardize us for the NBA Finals. So the NBA, it's now upon them to come down hard on Patrick Beverly and give him a significant suspension that he will have to carry with him into next season with the Clippers. Because that was as low of a blow as you could have.
Creamy nut butter makes it delightfully sweet. Roasted nuts make